Hello, hello, hello. I'm Nagma from India and I'm a proud founder of ONPASSIVE. So I am back again with an exciting and informative series of interviews, The Real Talks with ONPASSIVE Dunya, where we have a national and international leaders with us whom we learn more about our ONPASSIVE. And today we have an international leader with us, a man who has an excellent knowledge. He's seen in the webinars and he is an LC member too. So let's welcome Mr. Jeffrey Morlock from USA. Welcome, sir. Welcome to our show, The Real Talks with ONPASSIVE Dunya.
Well, hello, and what an honor it is to be here. Thank you so very much for inviting me here. I am just ecstatic, and I am looking forward to the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and I'm feeling very lucky to have you on my channel. So,
I think I'm the lucky one. Thank you.
Oh my, that's my pleasure, sir. So, first we would like you to introduce yourself. As we all know about you, but I want you to introduce yourself.
Not a problem at all. My name is Jeffrey Morlock. I am a retired gentleman and feel pretty good about that. I've been married since 1986 and I have 3 wonderful children, all grown, out living their lives and making me proud. I have been probably a manager of many things for many, many years. I'm also an author and I just love life and I love where we're going, especially with ONPASSIVE.
Wow, that's amazing. So, we just want to know that how and when you started your journey of ONPASSIVE.
That was a while back. I thank you so much for asking me this because I never tire of telling people, what got me in here. That was originally back in 2018. I had a young man that sent me an email, and he said, "Hey, this is a company that's just popped up on the horizon, so to speak. Can you please check it out and tell me what you think?" And I went back to him 2 or 3 times saying, "No, I don't want to. No, I don't." Well, I finally acquiesced. I finally went and said, "Okay, I'll check it out." And when I did, I said, "Wow, I need more information." So I started getting all the information I could, and there really wasn't any information out there. I mean, there wasn't even a name to the business yet. There wasn't hardly anything public on it. It was just getting going. I was all excited, and as a result of that, I bought a founder's position so I could get into the back office and learn more. Now, once I did that, I listened to Mr. MUFAREH on a couple of videos and webinars back there. That was sometime probably around November, maybe December of 2018. I heard him on those webinars. I caught his vision. I heard his heart, and I jumped in 100%. Actually bought a few positions and held on to them and have kept them and stopped everything else online that I was working on. I was working a couple of other businesses, multi-level marketing, that sort of thing. Dropped out of them, quit everything, went ONPASSIVE 100%, and I've never looked back.
Wow, that's amazing. You are fully energetic, sir. I'm just loving to see you like this. Next, so sir, next, as we know that we are in the second phase of our ONPASSIVE and we are excited too. But there are some negative founders who have trust in ONPASSIVE, but sometimes they lose their hope and they become negative. So what would you like to say those persons?
You're right. In all walks of life, we're going to come across those folks that can't seem to stay focused on what's real and what's important. And sometimes these folks, when they get negative like that, it's because they don't understand what's really driving ONPASSIVE. Perhaps they've got circumstances in their life that demand a closer look at the moment, and they were expecting that something happening in ONPASSIVE would help them in other areas of their lives. Everybody in the world, we get negative at some point. The message I would have for that, though, is try not to focus on those things that are bringing negativity and pain into your life, because wherever you focus, wherever you put your energy, that's going to get magnified. Okay, that's going to be amplified. This is going to bring you a little more grief. Concerning ONPASSIVE, we're in an absolutely wonderful place. Focus on where we're at and what we're doing, and that will help you to get out of your negativity. There's no real reason for negativity within OnPassive, but I understand that people do get negative. I sometimes even have bad days where I will focus on things that maybe perhaps I shouldn't focus on, but you know, life goes on for everybody, and OnPassive is going to make it a whole lot better for a whole lot more.
Yes, absolutely, sir. And we all know that you have conducted an interview with our CEO also. So we would like to listen something about our CEO from you.
Well, I can give you a little bit of his history. A wonderful man. You're absolutely right. I mean, I've had a chance in Boston a while back to sit with him and to observe him close up, you know, in real person. So, I mean, he's a family man, highly successful businessman, been doing this a long time. He's also very educated, formally educated. He's got a postgraduate degree in information technology, which you would expect of a man of his caliber. He's also got some real world experience with 25 years of marketing online under his belt, which he has been absolutely, I mean, right top shelf and very successful with. He's got a legacy in his own right before OnPassive. Before OnPassive, though, he never owned and has run his own company. It's always been he's been involved in something with somebody else. This is his first real ownership of his company, and he's brought it up as a fledgling from the ground up, along with all of his products and everything. He is a man that has a very high-powered, singular vision for lifting humanity. And, you know, I'll tell you what, we couldn't have a better founder and CEO in OnPassive than we have with Mr. MUFAREH.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Our CEO is a genius, a brilliant personality. Yes. So, I just want to know that what you have decided to do just after the launch.
Well, what can't I do? You know, that's the thing. I am loving where we're at because you know what? Right now, as we have now left what we call pre-launch and we're in early stages of launches, that's going to give us the next 60, 90 days where we can really plan. One of the things that I'm very, very excited about is the opening up and the use of OBless, which is one of Mr. MUFAREH's products, one of our products in the digital ecosystem, which is a crowdfunding platform. And I've got a lot of great uses that I want to use for that. But other than that, as we move forward, we've got so many great products. I mean, when you look at some of them, they'll blow your mind. But immediately following launch, and when I think of launch, I think of getting products out to the public. I want to start using some of those, and I want to start educating people on those products. Of course, it's going to be very, very easy simply because of the way that OnPassive is going to roll these out, and they're going to do the marketing for us, and they're going to do all the campaigning for us, and they're going to build the team. So this is a no-brainer. But what do I personally want to do? I want to look for more ways that I can follow through on the vision that Mr. MUFAREH has planted in each and every one of the founders, and that is, what can we do to lift humanity? What can we do at the grassroots level to get something going to help those around us that are in need?
Yes, absolutely. We are just to uplift humanity. And as you said that our products are going to blow our mind. So we just want to know that which one is very close to your heart and why?
Oh my. Oh man. Where do you start with that when you got a couple dozen to pick from, right? I mean, if you look at Academy, I mean, that's a platform for connecting students and teachers all over the world. It's going to be second to none, you know. When you look at, say, OConnect, which is it's a high-def audio visual web conferencing platform. Again, top shelf. It's gonna have a global reach, and it's got more features and functionality than anything out there. Create that we're going to create a man. Where do you start? I guess that my favorite would depend on what day are you asking me, what week is it, and what am I looking at? Now, currently, I'm looking at OBless for all the wonderful things that it can do and the ways that we can use that to positively affect the the entire world and to lift people up. So right now, Oh Bless is my favorite. Next week, it might be Oh Domain or Oh Net or Oh Life. I mean, it could be, Oh My, it can be anything.
Okay.
But right now, I think it's Oh Bless.
Okay, but I just want you to explain O Academy, because I have heard somewhere that you are just liking O Academy the most.
Well, now Academy is well. Now, if I had to pick between Academy and OStaff, it would probably be Academy, but I like OStaff too. Now,
Wow.
Academy it's an interactive platform, right? It's built with the latest technology, and it's for learning. It's for constructing or building the world's biggest educational library. That's what we want to do with it, right? To empower educators, to help them share their content and get the world educated. It's a platform to connect students all over the world with teachers, professors, even people that want to do homeschooling or even that have hobbies. It's for everybody, right? And there's a lot of things in it that will help them do that. The instructors can improve their own course searchability through some things that are in there that help them with getting course recommendations and things. There's going to be technical courses so that people can develop in-house expertise for their jobs, for employees and stuff like that. There's course quality checklists to make sure that it passes all the milestones and all the markers of a great course. It's flexible, extremely highly scalable. In other words, you can have one student or a million students. It doesn't matter. You can have one class or 500,000 classes. It's unlimited. It's not going to try to limit you. It's also got things that are really interesting as far as the global reach, in that it's got some automatic translation tools in it, right? It's got some automatic text-to-speech and then speech to a language, and then it's actually going to have an avatar that will speak out in the local language. So, there are some really, really neat things about there. There's filtration for looking for courses. You can upload and download with high quality, high def, videos and such. Multilingual or lingual content is in there. It's got some really advanced technology like the distraction detection. So the software, the AI that runs it, will actually know if your students are paying attention or not. So it's a very, very powerful program. Yes, ma'am. I love it.
Wow, beautiful explanation of O Academy. So thank you so much for this explanation. As in the starting you said that you write books also. We would love to know something more about your books and all.
Well, I started writing as a hobby. I've been on a personal journey for about 4.5 years. About 6 months after I started my personal journey, that's when I met OnPassive. I had already started writing at that time. So I linked up with Amazon.com, and I've probably got a dozen or more books up there. It started out on my journey. It started with the religion that I was brought up in, and it has since expanded out and above that. And so I've got some pretty neat books back there. They're just small kind of things I try to give out. I think all of the ebooks are as low as I can get them, like 99 cents, because obviously on the Amazon, they've got to make something, so they won't let me give them away because it costs something to host them. But I just have a lot of fun with it. The last book I put out was something like Change Your Thoughts to Change Your World, and it talks about the same thing you were talking about. One of the topics in it is negativity and how it affects our lives and things that we can do about that. But there's a lot more to it than that, and there's a lot of things that correlate in that book with what OnPassive is doing. And this is one of the things I love about OnPassive, because they seriously are a paradigm shift for the online marketing and the online business models. And a lot of that has to do with lifting humanity, even as that book that I wrote has to do with lifting ourselves and consciousness and awareness and the connectedness that we have with each other and with the planet and to all that is. So I absolutely love what Mr. MUFAREH is doing, and I am totally in sync with it. Thank you.
Wow, that's awesome. So change your thoughts to change your life. Wow, it's really awesome to hear that also. So sir, next I just want to know that even it's a question of founders. what a founder can expect from OnPassive in upcoming 2 or 3 years?
Ooh, 2 or 3 years. Sit back and hang on to your seats, because if you make it past the next 90 days without having your mind blown, then you can settle in for Easy Street. In the next 2 or 3 months, what we can expect to see is going to be marketing and branding throughout the globe. Obviously, we're going to go back into India and do a lot there. We're going to pick back up with the Burj Khalifa,
Yeah.
and it's going to come to a climax somewhat in November with a huge event that we're having rather a marketing event that I can't really talk about publicly, but
Yeah.
after we go into and pass through November, especially going into the next year, you're going to start seeing the websites are going to be new every day, as was promised and as he's delivering on. You're going to start seeing more products coming out every month, and as they roll those out, they're going to test them, scale them, make them where they happen, and bring some more out. And you're going to see all the marketing go into full swing. You're going to see inventions and lots of other things coming out, like physical products. He has got a lineup that is absolutely going to blow your mind. The world's not going to be able to miss this. And if you are a founder, in the next 2 or 3 years, you can write your own ticket. And this is something that will grow, and you will prosper for generations. And this is also something that you can leave to your family, and something you can be very, very proud of. So next 2 or 3 years, look out. The sky is the limit.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful answer. And lots of things are coming to happen, and just to blow out our mind. I won't take your much time. We all know that you are very busy and you have a busy schedule also. Last, I just want you to give a message to our viewers.
If I had one thing to say to anybody watching this, whether or not you're an OnPassive founder, or whether you want to be a member, or whether you're a naysayer, regardless, it's don't close your mind to the opportunity that's presented here. Do not close off, and do not shut down thinking that this sounds too good to be true. That was the first thing that I thought when I came in. I said, you know what? This is too good to be true. Nobody does this. Nobody will do this. There's got to be an agenda. I was so wrong. I was absolutely wrong. And I would say to you right now, take a real look at this. Take a look at OnPassive. Look at where we were, where we are, and the journey between those 2 points. Make a decision for yourself, because right now the founder's position is closed. There are going to be, with the exception of pending founders, which is a different story, right? You cannot become a founder of OnPassive any longer. What we've got is what we've got. So you've missed that premier opportunity already. Do not let that stifle your life or stifle the futures for you and your family. Jump in. When you see OnPassive launching, jump in and become a member, subscribe to it, and open your life, and open your eyes, and open your future, because that's what we're going to do. It's a company that has AI with heart. It's a company that's in here with a vision for lifting humanity, and it's doing what's right because it's right. So whatever you do, take an honest look at this, and then when you see us launching, become a member. You will not regret it.
Yes, absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for this beautiful message, sir. And with this beautiful message, I'm going to end my today's show. Thanks a lot, sir, for giving me your precious time. Thank you so much. Our best wishes are with you, sir.
And I bless you. Thank you so much. It's been a joy here. You are a wonderful, wonderful host, and I look very, very forward to speaking with you again. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, sir.